Good day, everybody, and welcome back to the flight deck. We are here for the final flight of our 2023 Christmas series. We're in St. Petersburg, Russia. Today we're flying all the way up to Rovaniemi in Finland, Santa's village. It's kind of busy here at St. Petersburg. Oops, let's turn that off. A little bit busy here at St. Petersburg and very busy up at Rovaniemi. So we'll see how we do, but let's get on board the aircraft and let's get her set up and ready to go. Looks like flying along today will be Nick, Kevin, and Dark Fury. So we should make a good foursome heading up there today. Alright, we're back on board the flight deck. Looks like the ground crew have come in and powered up the aircraft for us, which is nice of them. And they've left a little note telling me to flick a little switch here, and we'll see what that does. And there we go. There's the Christmas spirit for today's flight. Alright, with that done, we can do our pre-flight and get everything up and ready to go. So we'll come down, let's get the parking brakes set. Dark, you can take, ooh, I guess these will be big. 107, 106, 107. It's free on the other side of Nick there. So let's check. The battery is on and guarded. Standby power is auto and guarded, and emergency exit lights are armed and guarded. Ground power is connected and running. Lights, the aircraft lights are on outside, on steady. We'll now do the interior panels, as we usually do, for this evening flight here, as we are farther north, and of course the sun's setting at like 3 in the afternoon here. And we'll get, no, this way. We'll get that one around. We'll do the couple notches here on the backgrounds. A couple notches there. And we are going to dim our panels a little bit down, just so they're not overly bright. Go, and we'll do the same over on Roger's side as well. Alright, so with the lights all done there, we are good to pop up, and we will get the IRSs into align mode. With that done, we can grab our passengers and get those people on board.
Boarding requested. Do you want to board crew?
Crew is on board.
Passengers bus is coming.
Alright. Not sure why these stairs aren't working, but that's the way it is. Oh, no, that's the one I want. Alright, so passenger signs are on. Electric hydraulic pumps 1 and 2 are on. Yaw damper is on. Window heat left and right are now on. Left aft fuel pump is on. Low pressure light is off. We'll turn on the APU. Wait for the low oil pressure light to come on. And with that on, we can start the APU. Now, while we're waiting for that to come up, we'll take a look at our route for today. So as mentioned, we're here in St. Petersburg, Russia. We're going to be taking off on 28 left. We'll be heading out this way on the PTAP 1 Bravo departure, up to PTAP. We'll be then crossing over up here into Finland, basically flying up over the wilds of Finland here, all the way up, where we're going to come up to the coast. Turning north, we'll head up towards Rovaniemi, and then we're going to come in for the RNAV runway 03, which is the one currently in use. And once we're down, well, we'll be directed to parking there. So that is the flight for today. Flight time is just under 1 hour, or just over 1 hour. 1 hour, 9 minutes. So it should be a good flight. We do have extra fuel on board in case we have to hold for a little bit. We will see how busy they are on the inbound when we get up there. A lot of aircraft leaving at the moment. I noticed that. Alright, so we'll get our charts back up. There we go. And with that done, the generator is and APU is available. So APU generators left and right coming on. APU bleeds now on. Packs are going to auto. And the isolation valve is open. We'll now turn the controller monitor over to the APU generator, and we'll watch that. Alright, time for the FMC. We'll get our flight in. And if we lock location, we can see our flight nicely laid out. It's funny, Volanta, I think it's this waypoint, SKE, it's taking it as one in the US. So in Volanta, my route heads to the US and then back over, which is a little bizarre. So all the way up. Alright, so that is looking good. And we can head down to the FMC now. So menu and in 737-800 today. We are on the 26K rated engines. Nav data is good for another 4 days. And we'll go into our position initialization. So it is the 24th. That is an even day. That means we're going to use the captain's side, and that is the left-hand GPS. So we'll grab those numbers and we will slot them in. We are good. Aircraft now knows where it is. And that's all good there. And we can go into our route. We'll request our route. It is ULLI to EFRO. And here we go. So 442 miles, costed extra 24. We're going up to flight level 300. And we're all good. So we're going to set our payload and our fuel. We've got some extra fuel on board in case we do have to hold. So we'll clear those messages. That is all good. We are going to select this route and we'll have it sent to the aircraft. Just waiting for that to come in. Alright, so we have it sent to the aircraft. We'll get it loaded into the FMC. And we'll activate and execute. And there's our route. A couple of airways, couple of directs. And that gets us to where we are headed. So if we come into our departure and arrival, we are departing off of 28 left, and as mentioned, we're going on the PETAP 1 Bravo departure. So we'll enter that in, execute, come back over. We know we're landing on the RNAV for 03, and given our arrival is the at Nepix. We're doing an Epid 1 Delta arrival. And our transition, I believe we're going straight to Ropov because we're coming in kind of like straight at it. We don't need to go to one of the little other side waypoints. So we will execute that. Over to our legs page, there's our departure. There's our en route. We come in, Ropov, there's a hold there if required. And down on the RNAV. Alright, so we are good there. And that is all set up. We can go to our performance. So let's get that information in from the Sembri flight plan as well. as boarding continues. Alright, we can hit load, bring that information in. So there's our gross weight. Planned fuel 16.9 thousand pounds. Zero fuel weight is good costed. That's 24. Flight level 4,000. We're going up to 3,000. We're not going to be going that high. Transition altitude of 3,500 is good. And that's fine. So we're going to execute. And then we'll change our cruise flight level to 3,000. Execute again. That'll recalculate this information. And we're going to go into our N1 limits now, and I'm going to pull up the VAS airplane toolkit, and we're going to enter in our information. So current weather here at Pulkovo Airport, St. Petersburg, is, I'll put it into the chat. We have some snow. We got some contaminated runway action and everything going on here. Oh, sounds like everyone is on board. All right, so there's the current weather. Winds are from 300 at 5 meters per second, 9,000 meters visibility, broken at 600, broken at 1,500, overcast at 4,600. It's currently 0 degrees or freezing. QNH is 0986, and there's some remarks in the ATIS which I'll get to about snow-covered and contaminated runways and stuff like that. But we're going to come into the calculator now and get that set up. And so we are at ULLI, and we're going to be using runway 28 left. These are, 300 at, I don't know what that is. Meters per second. We'll switch that over to meters per second at 5 meters per second. And Barrow is 0986. We'll save that. Takeoff weight is set. It's going to be a full runway run, and we'll do our calculations. So we have a cell temperature today of 45 degrees, and we have
ready to go when you are.
Cabin is ready. It's going to be a 24K D-rated takeoff.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome
And we
you
can come over here now to the flaps
When you
one.
find your seat, please be sure
Center
to place
gravity
your larger
is
carry-on
set
items in the overhead
there.
bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in a front
Hey,
row,
Corporate
please
Pilot
place all
Dad!
of your items
Merry
in the
Christmas
overhead
to you. Hope
bins.
everything's
If you
well
have any
and you have
carry-on
a
items, please let us
good
know and we will
time
be
with the
happy to
family.
assist you. If the overhead bin is full
Put it
after
about
you put your
8.
carry-on inside of it, please close the bin as a courtesy to
Distance
other
remaining
passengers.
is
Once all your
1100,
items are put
and that
away,
gives
please
us
clear the
139,
aisle,
140,
sit down in your seat
146.
To allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the safety chart
And there's our
back in
V-speed.
front of you.
All right.
Please make sure you are
So that
willing
is all
and able
in
to
and
perform
set.
the actions required. If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know.
All right, so let's get down here to the ATIS,
Now's
and
the
we'll
time
give a
to get
read.
out any last-minute
See what we
checks
have.
needed to
So,
do, but we ask that once we depart from the gate,
ATIS
put away any
information
laptops or
echo.
tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Expect ILS approach runway 28 right, less than 10% covered with wet snow, 5 millimeters friction
Good evening,
coefficient,
ladies and
decimal
gentlemen, and
0.5,
welcome aboard
measured by
flight
SFT
5556.
departure runway,
Our flight
28
time
left,
will be
which is what
roughly
we've set,
1
10%
hour
covered in
and
wet
9
snow,
minutes.
5
Now that the
millimeters,
cabin door is closed,
friction
please make sure that all
coefficient,
devices
decimal
are in airplane mode
0.45,
and your
measured
large
with
devices
SFT,
are now
that's
shut
fine.
down
Transition
and
level
secured.
6,000.
Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all safety
Apron
cables,
and taxiways are
safety
slippery.
factors,
Taxi
full
with
upright and
caution.
multi-position
Bird
for
strike
departure.
hazard in
Cabin
vicinity of
crew, clear doors
aerodrome.
for departure.
Visibility 9 kilometers, cloud broken. We got those broken layers I mentioned earlier. Dew point -1 is good. No significant changes, and 096 on the barrel. So we'll get that in. 0986. And 0986 is set. And information echo. We can now call up and get our clearance up to Rovaniemi. So frequencies we're going to need here on the ground. We have tower on 118.7. 1187. We'll switch over. And Petersburg control is 129.
Information echo on board. Requesting escort clearance to Rovaniemi.
250.
Charlie Tango, Pulko Tower. Very good evening to you. You're clear to Rovaniemi. Runway is 28 left.
And
Head 1 Bravo departure.
COM
Initial
2,
climb 3,500 feet.
1215.
Squawk 5705. Thank you very much, clear to Rovaniemi. Head 1 Bravo from 28 left. Initial climb is 3,500. And squawk 5705 for Tomcat 23 Charlie Tango.
There's
Tomcat 23 Charlie Tango, correct.
It's Kevin with his clearance. Pulkova Tower, good afternoon. Skyways 5556 with you. Gate 103. Looking for a clearance up to Rovaniemi.
Skyways 5556, Pulko Tower. Good evening. Check out this information. Foxtrot, you're clear to Rovaniemi. 28 left, pass up 1 Bravo departure. Initial climb 3,500 feet. Squawk 5704.
Roger, 28 left on the Petab 1 Bravo, initial to 3,500 feet, squawk 5704, and we'll check Foxtrot for Skyways 5556.
Skyways 5556, correct.
All right, so ATIS update must have happened just after I looked and read that.
Covey Tower, Speedbird.
It is updated.
For information, Foxtrot, and 105 requesting IFR clearance to Rovaniemi.
And
464,
it is all
looking
as
well. Clear
pretty much the same.
28 left, pass up 1 Bravo departure. Initial
All right, so we are
3,500
good
feet.
that.
Squawk 5703.
So we're going to
Get to
go
Rovaniemi by 28 left on the Petab 1 Bravo, initial height of 3,500 and squawking 5703, Speedbird 464.
Speedbird 464, correct. Break, could I see 363, занимайтесь плотным pedal усилия.
There we go, 5704 is set. All right, so we have that. So with everyone on board and good, we have our altimeter set 9er 806 set, cross-checked. And in the standby, transponder is altered in 5704. Fueling, loading, and boarding is done. Takeoff data is done and set. Cruise altitude will come up here. Again, we're going up to 300.
Взлет разрешаю, после взлета прослушайте Honeycomb 100, туда состоя 8, всего хорошего до свидания.
Airport altitude here is 79 feet, so we'll set our landing elevation to 100. That is set. Alright, let's get the MCP set up. We are going to want the heading, which is 275 degrees. We'll dial that in. .275 is our runway heading. 146 plus 10, so 156 as our initial climb. And 3,500 for our initial altitude. That is set. Flight directors are on both sides. Radios are set. We have tower, we have control, and guard on COM 2. So, quick look outside. Doors are closed. Looks like the ground equipment is coming clear. We can have them pull the chocks and disconnect the GPU. So chocks are removed. GPU is now disconnecting. Turn on our anti-collision light. Request our push. And no, we will not do the ice
Due
treatment
to
today.
icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
All right. Volkova Tower, Skyways 5556, ready for push and start.
Skyways 5556. Pushback and startup approved onto Charlie, facing south, and set squawk mode Charlie, please.
Roger, pushback approved onto Charlie, and we are mode Charlie for Skyways 5556.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll come over here. We'll take a look at mode to Charlie. Charlie is the first one. There's 3. Not sure we can see that.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin
But
inserted.
we've got Charlie, Delta, and Echo on the other side. So we're going to go on to Charlie. Hopefully it'll let us do that. So this is Kevin over here. That's Nick. And I believe that is Dart in... not sure what he's flying. It looks like a 787-900.
Tower, good afternoon. Boeing 2 Romeo Delta, stand 106. Information Foxtrot, we're a Boeing 787-9, requesting clearance to Rovaniemi, please.
Boeing 2 Romeo Delta, Volkova Tower. Good evening. You're clear to Rovaniemi, runway 28 left, pit up 1 Bravo.
We're going to go nose to the right, tail to the left.
Squawk 5706.
Release parking brakes.
Clear to Rovaniemi.
Brakes are released.
Yes, and push.
1 Bravo departure,
Due
initial
to
climb
icing
3,500
conditions,
feet
please
and
stand by
squawk
for engine start
5
until push completed and brakes set.
706, Boeing 2 Romeo Delta.
All
Boeing 2
right.
Romeo Delta, correct.
Let's see how he does on the push. Should push us to that first line.
We have up for the occupier information to Foxtrot. We're ready for pushback.
Tomjet 2-3 Charlie Tango, pushback and startup approved
Bob,
onto Delta, facing
what are you
south.
doing?
Or actually, onto Echo, if able. If not, onto Charlie.
Roger, we go for charity because Mr. Staples using the quick headers in
What?
GSX. So
No,
pushing to
no,
onto charity, onto
no,
Charlie.
Ladies and
no.
gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal
What did
fittings
you
into
do?
one another.
What did you do?
Set parking brakes.
Tower Skyways 5556. We had a little issue with GSX. If it's okay with you, we'll start where we are and then come out of the bay on our own power.
Yep, that's approved.
Okay.
In the event
All right,
of a
let's start the parking brakes,
oxygen mask is
and
dropped
we'll get
in front of
ourselves
you.
up and going.
To
I
start
don't
the
know
flow
where
of
that was
oxygen,
taking
pull the
us
mask
there.
towards you. Place it
All
firmly
right.
over your nose and mouth.
Beacon is
Secure
on.
the elastic
Fuel
band
pumps
behind
are
your head.
on.
Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally. Although the
Packs
bag
are
does not
off,
inflate, oxygen
and
is
starting
flowing to the
engine
mask.
number 2.
If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it is safe to remove it.
I do the
In
custom
unlikely
pushback,
event
but
of a
oh
water
man,
leak,
it
a
must
life vest
be.
is located in a
It's
pouch
an
under your seat or
awkward
between the armrests.
system to use.
When
I don't know why they
instructed to
couldn't
do so,
have
open
used the
plastic
toolbar
pouch and
pushback
remove the
one.
vest. Flip it over
So
your
much
head.
easier.
Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If
So
your
that
life
fuel-
vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located
All right,
in the
about
lavatory is
18,
prohibited by law.
19%. We
All of
should
this
get the
information
cutoff.
and more can be found in the safety card located in the
Okay, I'll
seat
take a
back
look at you in a
front of
second.
We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any
Air starter
questions.
cutoff on
Thank you
2,
for
starting
flying with
engine
us,
number
and we
1.
hope you enjoy your flight.
Let's get the fuel on. Let's see where it left
Tower
cabin.
Boeing 2 Romeo Delta, stand 106, ready for pushing start.
Oh, that's
Boeing
nice.
2 Romeo Delta, set squawk mode Charlie, please, and pushback and startup approved onto Delta, facing south.
Wonderful.
Onto Delta, facing south, and squawk mode Charlie, speed to Romeo Delta.
Yeah. I'm gonna try the custom one again, see if I can figure it out. But it seemed like it was too awkward. All these, set these points and this view. It wasn't that easy top down, just like plunk 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 and away you go, which was rather annoying. All right, there's good start on 1.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
All right, up to the overheads we go. So generators 1 and 2 are on. We'll switch monitoring over to generator 1. Engine 1 and 2 start switches are over to continuous. Probe heats are on. Engine anti-ice not required. Bleeds. Engine 1 and 2 are on. Packs left and right to auto. Recirculation fans left and right to auto. Isolation valve
Unlocking gear.
to auto. APU bleed is off. APU is now off. And down here we go. So it's going to be flaps 1. Elevator trim, we want 4.87, so we'll crank to just below 5. There we go.
Tow truck disconnected.
Hey, Lemon Wolf.
We're prepared
Hello.
for takeoff.
How are you doing? Oh, cabin's ready to go.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
So elevator trim is set. We'll come over to systems page. Full left. Ooh, let's get that back up. Full right. Neutral. Forward. Back. Neutral. Left rudder. Right rudder. Neutral. Flight controls are good. Engines are looking good. We'll bring the information up here. LNAV, VNAV are both armed. Auto throttle is on. And warning recall is checked. Auto brakes set to RTO. Taxi light is on. And they're walking away. We are good to go. Yeah, I know it's about 4 degrees here, a little bit muddy, but blah. Pulkovo Tower, Skyways 5556, ready for taxi.
Skyways 5556. Taxi out onto. Which way are you facing right now? Sorry.
Unfortunately, facing north.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Just taxi straight ahead onto Charlie, then left onto Bravo, left Foxtrot, and then Alpha to holding point runway 28 left.
Roger, Charlie, Bravo, Foxtrot, Alpha to holding point 28 left, Skyways 5556. Alright, so we're just going to come up to the top here, turn around, and we'll get going. So we'll pop up top, let's kill the dome.
And Tower Tundra 2-3, Charlie Tango, it looks like we're all having problems with GSX. It's got me facing east, but we're ready for taxi, Bill.
Township 2-3, Charlie Tango, roger. You as well, you can just go ahead and turn left and follow the 738 by Charlie, Bravo, Foxtrot, and Alpha to holding point 28 left.
Thank you much for the Skyways, Charlie, Bravo, Foxtrot, and Alpha to runway 28 left, and to the 2-3, Charlie Tango.
All right. So we're just going to loop around up here. And there's Kevin. So this is Charlie. We're going to come up and we're going to hit Alpha 130 and then Bravo. And we're going to loop around at the top end. And then we'll head down Foxtrot, which is the one on the far side. So there's gate 102. Come up to gate 101.
Boeing 2 Romeo Delta. Apologies, we are facing east. Unfortunately, we're having problems, same as our fellow pilots over there. Requesting taxi.
Alright, Boeing 2 Romeo Delta, you can turn right onto Delta and taxi Delta Alpha to 28 left.
On Delta, to the 28 left. Romeo, rowing to Romeo Delta.
And we're going to come over here to the other side. basically the other side of the lights here. We're going to come down the far side on Foxtrot. I think I'm actually being gate 130. No, actually, no, 130 should be the one beside me. It seems to be the top end. And this will be Foxtrot here.
Speedbird 464 is ready for hopefully a successful push and start.
Speedbird 464, push back and start up approved onto Charlie facing south disable. If not, just whatever gets you out of there will work.
We'll push back and start onto Charlie facing south first, Speedbird 464.
Yeah, that is not good. Looks like Dark is going to be the first one out. There's Nick doing a handstand. Kevin will be behind me. So plans for the computer, looking at hopefully Lemon Wolf. Yeah, there is a lot of traffic. Sorry, I just looked at the chat. A lot of traffic up there. If we do a quick look as we taxi down. 40 arrivals, 28 departures currently. So looks like center's gone offline. So yeah, a lot of traffic up there. So we're gonna follow this basically down to the intersection, and then we'll turn left. And looks like we'll be following Dark out. Ooh, looks like an A380 sitting there. So I'm thinking sometime towards the late winter, spring, I'm going to get the computer upgraded. I'm going to get that 3000 series video card in and all that. So some upgrades coming. It's 146. And here is Alpha. Alright, so we'll get around the corner here. And we're heading down towards the end. It looks like Nick is still doing a handstand. Very nice. This is freeware scenery off of flightsim.to. I don't think it's very optimized. I'm getting a lot of hesitations around here when I look that way. Yeah, that was Nick and the Speedbird.
Пушка, 192, добрый вечер. Напишите, пожалуйста, планы передавайте информацию по конкретно.
Аэрофлот 1132, Булка, вышка, добрый вечер. Улица согласно плану, шермите ВРШ, в работе 28 лево, схема выхода с Сугит 1 право, первоначальный набор 3.
Alright, so as we taxi down, we can start getting ourselves set up. We're going to go 10 traffic data, and over on Roger's side, he'll go center traffic and 40-mile bubble around us.
Aerofoot 1132, поняли правильно. Break, Boeing 2, Romeo, Delta, surface wind 300 degrees, 5 meters per second, runway 28 left, cleared for takeoff. After departure, monitor Unicom 122.8. Happy ho-ho holidays.
Cleared for takeoff 28 left after departure onto Unicom 122.8 for the party. Have a nice Christmas.
Alright, so as we roll up to a stop, we can do our...
Airways 5556, behind departing Boeing 787, line up runway 28 left and wait.
Roger, line up and wait behind the departing 787, Skyways 5556. Alright, so we'll do a quick fuel flow. Do the reset. Fuel flow is even on both engines. V speeds confirmed 139.140.146. MCP is set 156.275.
Which direction are you facing?
And 3500. Nav data is correct. Radios.
In front of Charlie, so we can taxi by Charlie.
122.
Okay, that's great. Speedbird 464, taxi, holding for runway 28 left by Charlie and Alpha.
Fire Charlie and Alpha 28 left, Speedbird 464.
And there we go, 1228. So, lights, we're going to go logo lights on, position and strobes are on, wing lights are on, landing and turn off lights are on. We'll take our position. Transponder is on, traffic is on, terrain radar is on, runway is identified to a left, and we're at Alpha. Yeah, everyone else ended up facing north or east. Well, I think we all ended up in different directions, which is rather annoying. Alright, so here we are. Oh, it looks like Dark's disappeared into the clouds already. Alright. We are now waiting, so there's Kevin. And everything is set. We're looking good up top. Set up Roger here on the legs page. It looks 5 meters per second, looks to be about 6-7 knots, 5-6 knots. You downloaded a profile. Yeah. That would help. Alright, no fuel in the center tanks. That's confirmed.
Аэрофлот 1132, толкни вас хороша, на дельта носу на юг.
Дельта, на дельта на
Skyway 55, 56, surface wind 300 degrees, 5 meters per second, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff after departure, monitor Unicom 122.8, Merry Christmas and have a good evening.
Roger, clear for takeoff, 28 left, monitor Unicom after departure, Merry Christmas, have a good one. Skyways 5556. Alright, engines to 40.
Jet 23, Charlie Tango in sequence, line up 28 left.
Clock is running. Alright, engines are stable, brakes released, takeoff power set.
Airspeed alive. Knots.
Check.
V1 take. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Autopilot is on, and we are switching over to Unicom. And my Navigraph charts just crapped out on me. The whole thing just went blank. I'll just see if we can load it back in. There's 3,500 come up. We're going to clear ourselves up to flight level 300. Just climb up. While doing that, those lights can come off. That can come off. Logo and wings can come off. Flaps up. Got my charts back. And, oh, there's the top of the clouds. So not too thick a layer. And over to standard pressure. LNAV, VNAV, N1 speed. And we're climbing out. Should make the turn and we'll be out looking down on St. Petersburg. Let's see if we can see it here as we turn. There's the town. A bit of a sim freeze there. Yeah, Dark, depends if the profile is set for that airport. Like I've seen different ones for different airports. Like if it's a payware or freeware, they'll have different profiles. A bit of a heavy freeze.
Google traffic 123 Charlie Tango currently 2,200 outbound on the head zone Bravo departure to aircraft.
Alright, we are looking good. We'll make a call at PETAP and then we'll monitor from there. Dirk is heading out, looking good. And here is 10,000 feet. Alright, so landing lights can come off. It's nice and calm. We'll release the seat belts in the back. Interesting, my PAX is, this is a weird day. My PAX is telling me I'm still on the start the flight page, but it is running.
Gentlemen, we have now passed
see?
10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated.
And it just died. So it looks like PAX stopped working there. Which is okay. I mean, we'll deal with it. So we got a little bit of an altitude restriction here up until we hit L720, and then we'll be climbing up above 12,000 from there. Yeah, that guy we had the other day when we flew in was really good as well. So don't forget to avail yourself of the drinks and food on the cart. Hello, Titan. Welcome to the stream. The Christmas menu is available. What's wow? Alright, so we've got 5.5 miles to go before we hit the point we can climb out. But we're kind of above the clouds. We're coming over the little gap here. St. Petersburg is off to our right, and just checking where the border is. And we're still over Russia. You can see where we are down here on the map here, coming over the little bay area here where St. Petersburg is. I guess that's the border up there. Titan Speakerman, what do you mean why? Why which? Why what? Enlighten me. There we go. We're through the point. We're heading out to PTAP, so we're going to resume our climb now that we're past the height restriction, or the altitude restriction. And the aircraft should be looking very good. And there we go. The Auroras are back. We're far enough north that we're picking them up again. Very cool. Although that one's fading out. It is a 737-800. In the markings of one of the subsidiaries of the virtual airline I fly for. Just checking my charts here. We'll get our distance up and going. All right. So just did a quick check. Let me go up and look again. All right. So all the ATC for Rovaniemi disappeared, but now it looks like we've got clearance, delivery, and tower are back. Let's check the ATIS, see if they're still using it. Expect runway 3, okay. So it's a code 3 contaminated. That's fine. Should all be good. Looks like we're all up now. Nick's up as well. Bright green in the sky there. St. Petersburg area traffic, Skyways 5556 over top PTAB, climbing through flight level 178, heading to the north, last call, St. Petersburg area. Alright, so we are up and running. And climbing up. There's 18,000. As I said, we're only going up to 30,000 feet for this. It's going to be a rather short leg. Or hour and a few minutes anyway. So at Velzov, which is our next waypoint, 50 miles away, that is the border between Russia and Finland. And where we would switch over to Helsinki Control, but they are not online. So 118.7 is still the tower frequency, and they are up and running. We're currently sitting at 40 arrivals, 16 departures, so a lot of aircraft inbound. Just checking to see if there's any streams or just a bunch of random aircraft. There was a whole bunch of UPS heading up there earlier, which I thought was kind of funny. It was almost like they were making deliveries. Dynamic Dylan, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for popping by. So as we're climbing up here, as I said, the Christmas menu is available. I'll just put it into the chat. You can avail yourself of... Oh, I can put it into the chat if I spelt it right. You can avail yourself of items and enjoy the trip. And of course, to spend points on stuff like this, you get points for watching and commenting in the chat. If you subscribe to the channel, you get some bonus points. And speaking of which, please do subscribe. It helps the channel, helps us grow. Consider throwing a like on the stream as well. That helps. And you can also consider, if you really want to help us, joining the channel as well as membership. You get some cool emotes, little tags beside your name, early access to videos I'm putting up, and members-only streams eventually as we come up with ideas for that. Is this a real plane? It is. Well, it's a 737-800 by PMDG, so it's based on a real plane, and it is in the. Well, let's see if we can see it. This side probably. It is in the markings of the virtual airline I fly for. Currently it's winter markings for the winter season. You can see all nicely done up in winter themes. And it is noisy out there. So we're almost, we're 4,000 feet to go. You got to do the redeem command, Lemon Wolf. Exclamation mark, redeem, space, and then the item you want. So our plan is to fly the RNAV for runway 03. 03 is in use. We'll bear in mind that it is a contaminated runway. So we'll have to be aware. Oh, yeah, sure. You can be a pilot. You can do it commercially, or you can do it as for fun. I flew for fun for a number of years, and it's you get to do a lot of things and meet some really, really interesting people. Christian. Hey, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, sorry, no 4090 for you. That one has to go direct to Santa Claus. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a bit. Hope everything is good for you. All right, we're about 1,300 feet to go, and we'll level out into our cruise. Not as high as we normally go, but then again, we're not going very far. Let's just finish cleaning up in here. We'll turn that off. Again, checklists I am not following, which I should be. Let's just go through. So, positive rate, gear is up, autopilot is engaged, auto brake is off, gear lever, oh, there's another one, get that off, engine start switches are off, turn off lights are off, yeah, cabin is pressurizing nicely, coming up for 30,000 feet. Altimeter's in standby, landing lights are off, and seatbelt signs are off. In the voice of GSX, I'm doing good. Yeah, GSX was causing us problems today. Oh man, we were all getting pushed in all kinds of different directions there. I think I ended up facing north. Kevin was facing east. I'm not sure what happened with Dark. Yeah, it was a bit of a mess. All right, there we are, stable at flight level 300. And we're just gonna cruise along now. So this is the last flight of the series, the Christmas series. We're going to complete the tree. I'll post on Discord the picture of the tree once we get down there and get her done. But should be nice. It was looking good earlier when I checked it about 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, if you want more information about what we fly, where we fly, and when we fly, come over to the Discord. If you want to join us like Nick, Kevin, and Dark are doing, you are more than welcome to do so. You can find all the information. All our live streams are community flights. A lot of them are VATSIM. A couple of them are on multiplayer. And you can fly along with us on our adventures. We fly everything from airliners to classic airplanes, big, small, and all around the world. Yeah, I don't know, Christian, if that's what was happening to me, but it immediately started turning me to like a 90 degrees, and I just stopped it because I didn't know where it was going. It was a little bit worrying. Anyway, that's us crossing over from the Russian to the Finnish border. So we are looking good. Nick, are you okay back there? You're kind of far back. Or did you just get delayed getting out of there? And there's a lot of aircraft heading up to Rovaniemi. Fly-by-wire not flying well. Yeah, I had to park the Phoenix. Kevin and I were, I was using it in the Canada series, and I was having issues with it after the Block 1 update, so I've parked it until Block 2 comes out. We'll see if that improves things with it. Uh, 230 miles to top of descent. So as we're cruising up here, since we don't have ATC on, I'm going to go make sure Molly is okay. I'm going to set a little view here. We'll throw in a little bit of in-flight entertainment, and you can enjoy it. I'll be back for our briefing for our descent into Rovaniemi and our landing. So let me get it set up. Enjoy. I'll see you. We'll see you shortly.
was gone but once a year. Now it's here, now it's here, bringing lots of joy and cheer. Tra-la-la-la-la. There is a Santa Claus. Christmas comes but once a year. Now it's here, now it's here, bringing lots of joy and cheer. Tra-la-la-la-la. Oh! What's the matter in here, I wonder? Looks like a pretty gloomy Christmas for those poor kids. What can I do? Let me think. Huh? Ah! Oh, no. Hooray! I've got it! Hi, here am I, Jackie Frog, quick and spry. Listen to me while I say. Summer's gone, play no more, for winter's knocking at your door. Better go and store your food away.
Thanks, Mr. Jackie, for your advice. We'll hurry home to our wives.
We'll have our puddles filled with supplies when Old Man Winter's all alive.
I don't have to worry. I don't have to care. My coat is very furry. I'm Grizzly Bear.
If you meet Old Man Winter, you'll sing a different tune. It's time that you were safe in bed, for he will be here soon.
You'll be sorry.
Silly bear, have a care. Old Man Winter's in the air. You'll be sorry if he catches you.
I don't have to worry. I don't have to care. My coat is very furry. I'm Grizzly Bear. I don't have to worry. I don't have to care. My coat is very furry. I'm Grizzly Bear.
Oh, you would run away from home.
You would roam all alone. I told you not to leave your home, but you're a friendly grizzly bear.
Dear Mr. Fox, I'm sorry. Oh, help me out, please do. Take me home to a nice warm bed. I'm freezing through and
Every once a year when Christmas comes, I pack my sled with dolls and drums, and I'm on my way with happiness for little girls and boys. Oh, there isn't any place too far. I go wherever children are, always on my way with happiness wrapped up in fancy toys. On my Christmases I've many names and places,
though we've never seen their faces, we know which one and a good take on.
Over hill and dale again this year, I've got glad tidings and a good cheer. So until another Christmas day, when I pay another call, I'll sing Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I bet you he's asleep now, I bet you. I feel sorry for Santa. Yeah, man. He sure died and worn. Look so lucky. How'd you roll out? I'm Claude. Bloody, I'm John. He has everyone at Christmas, but no one they think of Santa Claus. Well, we could do something for Santa if we only just tidied his house. Nana! Yeah, found it.
I scrub the floor all clean and neat, no spot will pass my knife.
I'll shine his shoes with a boogie seat, and yes, the reason why. Oh, we know we owe much to Santa for making every Christmas day. We want to do something for Santa.
In our little day, thank him for the happiness that came our way.
What's that?
Merry Christmas, Santa!
A Christmas present? For me?
All right, we're back, and we're about 20 miles from top of descent, so we can start getting everything lined up and ready to go. So we're going to pop down here. We'll come in. We're going to be doing a flaps 40 landing. We'll go back into cruise, and that gives us our information there. It is an RNAV, so no ILS frequency to tune in. We do have the VOR for the airport, though. It's 117.7, so we'll tune that in down here on VOR 1177. We'll get that in, and that will give us the direction to the sorry, to the VOR there, and direction to the airport. For minimums, we're going to go and put in our LNAV, VNAV minimums, and that is going to be 911 feet or 277. We'll go 911. We'll start dialing that in. We're 14 miles out. We'll start doing the full check in a second. Get that to 911. Just wanted to get a couple things in before we started down. We've got our RNAV Intercept 2400 set in now. Alright, so let's go through our information we have here. Destination weather. Current weather at Rovaniemi is in the chat. Wind 080 at 6 knots, 10 kilometers visibility. It's overcast at 3,700 feet. -4 is the temperature, -4 is the dew point, and 0989 for the barrel. 0989 is set in. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet, and we are looking good there. Quickly pop into the ATIS. Once again, it's information Juliet, RNAV, approach expected, 03 in use, and code 3 contaminated, all parts 50% ice. So yeah, we just have to watch that being slippery. So it looks like we've got a Tomjet heading in now, then followed by a Scandinavian Air. Then it's going to be Dark, myself, and Kevin, and then eventually it will be Nick who's following up in the rear. We're heading down, so we're a little bit lower than we'd usually be, so we're going to get the seatbelt signs on now. So destination weather is done. Arrival data we have entered in, and we have ourselves set for a flaps 40 arrival. Landing altitude, airport elevation is 643 feet, so we'll call it 650. There's that lighting. I know it's a pain, that thing. So we're going to set our landing altitude at 650. I'm just going to ignore that. Not sure why it's doing that. So landing elevation and altitude is set. Radios, we have 118.7, that is tower. ILS localizer, frequency course not required. Anti-ice, yeah, we'll see when we get down how the clouds are doing. MCP, we're going to set up runway heading, which is 025. And that is now set, and we will be pegging our speed probably at 270 for the start of the descent. Altimeters we've got in standby. 989 is set, and both minimums are set 911 feet. Approach, missed approach. Approaches we have covered. We're in for the RNAV. Missed approach is proceed to RO6 or 364 to VCAP, which is fine. We're basically going to fly runway heading out to RO6 or 364, then make a left turn out to VCAP, and then that's a hold. 2,500 feet. is our altitude that they want us at for there. Last thing is going to be auto brake. Runway length here is 9,849, so we're going to go auto brake 2. We don't want to go much more than that given icy conditions. And we're out over the lake now. There's the lake. We're just coming in over the little bay here, as you can see on the map. So we're going to fly up here to the first point, Apex, which is the entry into the arrival, and then down to Ropov, which is the entry into the approach. So we are looking good. Looks like the tom jet is almost down. Flight altitude to 0. Yeah. I mean, if I set it below where I am, then it shuts off. But you're right. It goes on again once I pass below whatever I set it to. So it's a good idea. All right, so we are looking good. So speed is holding, 2,300 feet. As we're coming in, and we got tom jet just about to land, Scandinavia and 71 kilo, and then it's going to be dark, myself, Kevin, maybe there's two, looks like two coming in from Paris, or one coming in from Paris. He may get in before me. I'm not sure. We'll have to play it, see where he is. But he is inbound. He's at 11,000 feet. He's kind of going straight in at the moment. We'll see where we slot. Had some nice northern lights there on the approach inbound. And Molly was getting a little bit antsy. Had to promise to take her for a walk when I'm done, so she's looking forward to that, although she's just kind of lying on the floor behind me at the moment. Picking up any traffic around me. Oh, we've got a BN2P. Don't know what that is coming in. He's low. Oh, he's just taking off. Yeah, it shouldn't be a concern. So we're 40 miles from the entry point into the star. Since we're on a continual descent, we'll switch over now. To local pressure. So restrictions on the arrival coming in at Apex, we have to be above 10,000 feet at Apex. That's what we're targeting. There is no speed restrictions as we head down to Ropov. Ropov, we have to be above 2,500. That is the initial approach fix for the approach. And we are looking good. 1,000 feet per minute. Coming back on profile now. VOR2 are up. VOR1 is at the airport at 60 miles out. And it looks like I'm going to be slotting in behind that other 738. Keep an eye on that, just giving the spacing and distances I'm seeing on VATSPY. So we're going to do our usual. We'll come down to 245, go 5-degree flaps as we come in. And it's a 32-mile run, 22-mile run in from Nipix to the initial approach phase. Looks like that other guy is coming into Nemgu. Looking good. So there's the town, and the airport is just beyond. Oh, you heard something? Alright, we're 20 miles out from Nipix. Lower aircraft is at 4,000 feet. He's got a ground speed of 125 knots. I'm doing almost 400. Well, that is starting to slow in the thicker air. And he just disconnected. So it looks like it will be dark, and then this TVF coming up from Paris, and then myself, and then Kevin behind. Watching for traffic. See the snow-covered terrain we have out here. It is minus temperatures. It's 12,000 feet. We'll dial back to 245. Engines are in idle. $11 miles to Nipix. Bring up the speed brake a little. Start getting that speed down. Through 11,000 feet. $400 to go. A little bit more speed brake. Let's get that speed down. 250 at 10,000. Alright, there's 250, we're below flaps 1. Flaps 2. And flaps 5. There's our turn. Rovaniemi traffic, Skyways 5556, overhead, knee picks 10,000 feet, flight level 100. Inbound on the NEPID 2 Delta for the RNAV 03 Rovaniemi. Alright, Ropov is the next waypoint. Holding at 245. No other traffic in sight yet. They are ahead. Miles from Ropov. Don't have any speed maximums, but I don't know what these guys ahead of me are doing. So Kevin, I'm going to slow down to 200. One of them might be doing a 360 for spacing, so I don't want to run too far up behind them. Come over and switch over to tower now.
France 58, X-ray Tango, rejoin the final, runway 03, report on final.
Reporting final from flight 586 Tango, we are 6 miles to north commandant.
Thank you, and for now at TMA, monitor Honeycomb to decimal 8.
Alright, we're down to 217. Looks like they have gone in trail up ahead, so we should be good. We're coming up to the little bit of a river here. This flows up to the initial point, and then it comes down a bit and splits, and the airport's on the other side. Alright, so something I forgot to do is get all my lights on. They're all on now. We'll go to continuous on the ignition. Speeds are good. Speed brake we could probably arm.
From flight 58 Tango, if possible, the traffic in front of me can elevate the runway on Spidey, please.
Speed brakes armed.
Say again.
And start mode's that's us into the clouds. Okay, so it's gear and flaps now. So make sure the cabin's notified. Again, not sure what exactly what's going on ahead.
X-ray Tango. Go around and contact me or final.
For flight 586 Tango, go around.
We'll maintain 200 for now. We'll go flaps 10. At Ropov, I'm going to go to 185. And we'll go approach mode.
Going to Romeo Delta.
Final approach course and glide path is
stand
armed.
Text to apron stand 3. I see
13 miles.
Romeo Delta.
And speed 185. There's the airport and the runway. There's the aircraft going around. Miles. Rovaniemi tower, Skyways 5556 with you. Overhead, Ropov 2400, inbound RNAV 03.
Skyways 5556, Rovaniemi Tower, very good evening. Wind 200 degree, wind 200 degrees, standby.
Really? Showing wind at 080. Alright, we're on final approach course and we're waiting on I thought that should come around to about 080 and about 6-7 knots, was it? 6 knots. See, there's the aircraft going around.
Skyways 5556, wind 080 degrees 6 knots, runway 03, clear to land.
Roger, clear to land 03, Skyways 5556. Yeah, I saw that, Dark. I saw how he just came right up behind you. He's, there he is there. He's going around now. He's probably going to try to slot in behind me. So, Kevin, just be aware. That other traffic coming in. Alright, there we go. Gear down. Speed to 165. Gear down 3 green. Flaps 15.
Skyways 5556, after vacating to the right, taxi to apron stand 9.
Yeah, Roger, stand 9 after we vacate 03, Skyways 5556. Alright, we're going to do 138 as our approach. There's 165, we'll go flaps 30. And we're below 160. And there's 150. Flaps full, gear down 3 green, lights are on, cabin is notified, recall is clear, runway is in sight, and no traffic visible. There's that wind is pushing right out of the east. It should start to swing to 080. It is slowly coming around. 1,000 to go.
Rovaniemi Tower, very good evening to you. Come to 2-3, Charlie.
Oh, there's Dark.
Subject 23, Charles Tango, thank you. Rovaniemi Tower, very good evening. Continue approach, number 3, reduce minimum approach speed.
As you continue approach number 3, reduce minimum approach speed, subject to the chatting.
300, 200, 100, 50.
From Play 5 Square Tango, establish runway RNP 03, runway 03, from Play 5 Square Tango.
Translator 58.
Auto brake on, reversers green.
Thank you. Continue approach number 2.
Reversers full.
We can approach, we are number 2 from Play 5 Square Tango.
90 knots.
Now we landing.
Affirmative.
70 knots. More brake position engaged. We're going to go down to Delta.
And France Airliner 58, X-ray Tango, expect stand number 6.
We expect stand number 6 from Soleil 580 Tango after landing.
Alright, manual brakes. Hey, Brian.
556, welcome to Rovaniemi. Taxi right to the apron,
standoff. Marked.
Yeah, Roger, taxiing Tango to the apron and just confirming you'd given us stand 9.
Affirmative, taxi to apron stand 9.
Yeah, Roger, for Skyways 5556. Alright, so gear up, or...
Transolar 58, X-ray Tango, wind 00 degrees 7
light on, get these lights off.
Clear to land, reserve for Transolar 580.
Sorry, Brian, a little busy here, but hi, welcome. Hope everything is well. We've got quite the group here. We got Dart, Nick, and Kevin flying along with us today, and this guy who flew out of Paris. All right, let's get the APU up and going. It is cold here. There we go. APU is on. So we're going to go to stand 9, which is located... Oh, it's the last one at the terminal. Okay. That's cool. So there's that other guy coming in, and there's Kevin off in the distance. And Nick's out over the water, and he's got a Finnair coming in behind him. Alright. So we're looking good.
Scandinavia 161 requesting pushback gate 7.
Scandinavia 161.
There's the guy from Paris.
Stand by.
Transolar 583 Tango, evacuate runway 03 by Charlie, and we're taxiing to Gate 6, Transolar 583 Tango.
Transolar 58, X-ray Tango, welcome to Rovaniemi and Merry Christmas. Taxi to apron stand 6.
Thank you so much, welcome, Merry Christmas to you too, and Happy New Year. And we're taxiing to Gate 6, Transolar 583 Tango. Joyeux Noël, we say in French.
Alright, so,
yeah, thank you, and sorry for delay.
We're going to 9.
Sunset 23, Charlie Tango, wind 00 degrees 7 knots, runway 03, clear to land. Thank you very much, clear to land, runway 03, Sunset 23, Charlie Tango.
Alright, there's, I think that's dark over there. And there's some of the other gates. There's an SAS. There's gate 7. There's gate 8. And we're going to come up for gate 9.
Transolar 586 Tango, sorry, you say gate number 6, but we don't have number 6. We have the 6 Bravo and 6 Charlie.
You can take stand number 8 if you want.
Roger, we take gate number 8.
Alright. Let's move in. I think they're my guys standing behind the pole there. Not a very good spot to be. And, oh, no jetway here. Looks like people get to walk out. It's fine. There's Kevin touching down. Yeah, it was a good flight. A little bit of ATC at departure and a bit of ATC on arrival.
Okay, to the right and next to apron stand number 5. Thank you.
And there we go.
Transolar 586 Tango, we are on gate. Thank you so much for
Parking
control of
brake
the
is set. We'll come down and get our ground services done.
X-ray Tango, thanks for flying. Sorry for that mess up at the final. But happy and nice evening and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
No problem for go around the Conqueror 580 Tango. Thank you so much, bye-bye.
Let's get up top now. There's ground power. I'll get the dome on. And there's the engines off. Pop over here, get the APU bleeds on. We'll get that turned off. Recirc fans can come off. Isolation valve will open. Taxi lights off. Anti-collision light will come off. They're on there. That's fine. That is all good. APU is up and running. We'll put the APU generators on. The monitor. Fuel control levers are off. Anti-collision light is off. Ground equipment is coming in. Fuel pumps, we'll leave that on because the APU. Isolation valve is open.
Scandinavia 161, request push and start gate 7.
And flight directors.
Scandinavia 161, start push back approach facing runway 03, connection 988.
And we are good. Let's start deboarding.
Scandinavia 161.
I'm sure everyone wants to go see Santa Claus.
Start up and push back approved, connection
we'll get everything
988.
Coming in now. Let's get a spot where we can watch.
Scandinavia 161, push and start approved, QNH 988.
There we go. Go watch from here.
23, Charlie Tango,
Alright, well thank you all very much for flying along. Dark, Kevin, and Nick, appreciate you having here.
Happily taken, Scandinavia 23, Charlie Tango. Reclear taxi via Tango and Sierra to stand up yours. Thank you very much, Tango and Sierra Clear Money stand for Scandinavia 23, Charlie Tango.
And we'll see you in the next flight is on Tuesday. We are back on our tour of Canada, and we're going to be in the far north. We're flying from Rankin Inlet up to
bus is coming.
Iqaluit. So it should be a nice Arctic flight on Tuesday. No stream Wednesday or Thursday, and then we're back on Friday in Japan as we carry on with that. Hope to see you then. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.